Greetings. Greetings all. You're probably wondering where my video is this week. I'm going to stream instead. I've been doing a lot of streaming this week on YouTube and Twitch. And I've been doing the Airbus this week. I've been concentrating on the Airbus. I've had some luck. I've made some terrible mistakes. Yeah. I've made a good approach and everything worked out well. Then I made one that I stuffed up because it didn't descend in time. And then one that worked out very, very well. But then there was a bug. There was a bug then, and then I had to take over manually and land it manually, and that was fine. There was like no visibility, and I just wanted to go normally, just once. I'm like, it's going to happen tonight. Yes, and we're going to get it all sorted out. Now, I'm planning to fly from Gatwick to Charles de Gaulle Airport in France. That's where I'm going to go. So those of you who are new to sim, stay tuned because you're going to learn by my mistakes. And then we can only get better, can't we? And that's what's happened. So I'm in the flight plan here and I put a direct flight plan, but I have just yet to put in the departure from Charles de Gaulle. So I'm going to zoom in here and just make sure it's set up okay. I'm using the gripper sim delivery on the fly-by-wire A320. So let's set up a departure. Have I selected my departure runway? No, I haven't. So let's see the winds in Charles de Gaulle first. Let's see what the active runways are in Charles de Gaulle. I'm looking at my real world weather here again. Aero weather. And it's Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Golf. This time you're going to see the whole lot from the very beginning. And the active runways. Oh, there's a crosswind. But we want something like 09 maybe. They're going to be interesting crosswind. So let's have a look and see what we can select for our departure. We want to depart. Let me see here. 09. That will do. Okay. And we're going to arrive then. That'll do. It's oh, what the deuce? No. We're going halfway around the world before we get there. So no, that's not going to happen. I haven't really looked them up. I need all the paperwork. You know, you need to spend... Oh, come on. That's not pleasing to me at all. There we go. That's a little bit more like it. So, we're going to depart runway. Just take everything down. I'm going to depart runway. I have my little trusty pen here. We're going to depart. Oh, let me get rid of that cam there. I'll get the control cam back on before we take off. That one there, I think. No. Yes. Disco. So we're going to depart 09 right. Good. Taxiing is going to be interesting. I'm going to put in on the bicycle wheels for this one. I'll just see if I can follow it through. This is going to be hilarious. This is a huge airport. Anyway, I'll talk about that whilst I'm taxiing, and you'll find out why I'm doing what I'm doing. There's a lot of people departing in and out of Charles de Gaulle. So Gatwick, Charles de Gaulle is an add-on scenery for free in flightsim.to, and so is the Gatwick one. That's the big one that everyone downloads from flightsim.to, and we'll have a look at both. So, are going to arrive. Let's have a look and see what the weather is like in Gatwick. Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. Okay. So no news really this week from Microsoft Flight Sim. So I was going to do a news video, but there's nothing really to tell. Not a lot really. Nothing significant at all. So no, I'm not going to do that. So the active runway in, I'm going to have a look at the comments now once I sort this out. That's a westerly runway will do. So we want to approach. I would like 26 left. Oh, nice direct approach. I like that one. That will do. Just draw a little arrow here. And we're going to come into... I just want to match everything up so there's no weird bugs or anything like that, because that's happened. There was a weird bug and I got screwed up the last day, but I rescued it in very bad weather. Very bad weather. Very bad weather indeed. Great. Okay, that should do for now. Let's have a quick look at the comments. I was not ready, Lonely Reaper says, but that's okay, Lonely Reaper. It's another random stream. I've been doing this every day this week in the evenings, and I might continue it for a while, folks, to live stream. Let me get the YouTube chat up here. There's YouTube, and I have another window. I have another monitor, which is great. It's an older, it's not a monitor, it's just a TV. Relatively cheap, second hand. So now let's have a look here. Let's just one quick look here. Get everything set up. Good. And so if you want to follow along, you can plenty of time. We're on the North European server. Just pop down to Charles de Gaulle. Okay. Chop down to Charles de Gaulle, and you'll see me there spawning very shortly, and you can follow along. You can spawn in my position. When you open this chart, you'll see me down here in Charles de Gaulle. Also, don't forget you can friend me in the flight sim itself, and you can join our Discord. Links coming up. There's a link in all of my videos. There should be, and all my actual just plain boring YouTube videos. Not boring, but the YouTube videos. My videos aren't boring. Okay. There we go. Okay. Good. Now, I don't know what bugs we're going to get. I got a bug yesterday. That's good at my approach, but it was okay. I rescued it. It was rescued. Now, where's YouTube? Come on, YouTube. Come on. Okay, I just want to make sure I have all the comments, because I know I can't get all the comments because it's scrolling up, but I do my best. I certainly do my best. There we go. Now that's the channel live. Okay, great. So we're all good to go. Now, I'll just move this here a little bit. Very fiddly when you're streaming. A lot of stuff you got to do, you know. A lot of stuff to happen. A lot of stuff to happen. Now on Sundays, I always remember, if you're just watching this, on Sundays I always send a Twitter. I put it on Discord. I put it on Instagram. It's just that I'm experimenting this week, because I know some of you are going, you got me by surprise. What's going on? So I'm trying to work out a schedule. So when you go into Twitter or YouTube, I can have a schedule there. Now, sorry your name didn't come up. It's the Liquid. Welcome. I know that's a clever follow there. It's the Elk Wild. Is that right? Elk Wild? Is it the Elk Wild? Welcome, it's the Elk Wild. I'm sorry, I got to change that. Sometimes it doesn't display the name of the person who's just followed, but it's usually just once or twice during the stream. So welcome. Now, okay, so I've got the comments on YouTube. That's fine. All great. I just moved that window a bit there. That's fine. I'll move this a little bit there, and we're all good to go. So let's go into just check the flight conditions. I want live weather. We've got live weather. The time is live. Great. Okay. Pretty much. And let's fly. I don't have to come back out to the main screen again. No, I do not. So I have my trusty checklist. It's the fly-by-wire version 1 checklist. It's simplified for people like me. Well, it's simplified for a one pilot operation, which never will happen on an Airbus. Well, never know. It might happen. It might happen. That's what the airlines are dying to have. They want one pilot on the airplane. They would love that. Because that's, you know, let's pay. They don't want to pay you, but they don't want to pay humans to do their work. They want the airplane to take off on its own and land, and they don't have to pay anybody anything. They want you to pay them. So yeah, so single pilot operations of the Airbus. This is going to be hilarious. Oh, it's a little bit rainy. A little bit rainy in Charles de Gaulle. So here we are in the, let's have a look around first. So I'm going to give some of you, I know you've been caught off guard, some of you. Oh, we've got a first time chat from viewer. It says, you've got it right the first time. Ah, mate, it's basically just liquid, but spelled very badly. So it's the Liquid. Excellent. No, lots of people do the clever ones. And sometimes I don't see it, you know. I don't see it. This is Charles de Gaulle add-on from flightsim.to. It's free. It's very, very poor weather. Look at all those people flying around. Look, all those tags are people on the server flying around, doing their thing, you know. There's some rainbows there, lovely. A lot of people, but the beauty is I can declutter like that. Great. So, yes. Now, I'm learning the Airbus. I know I have to keep saying that because sometimes there's new viewers. So, if you're interested in this, if you want to watch someone getting things wrong and then fixing them, you learn an awful lot. Looks like this is someone coming in here. I'll speed up the camera for y'all. Big airport, Charles de Gaulle. Big, massive, insanely complicated airport. I would not. I'm dreading taxiing out of here. How did they do it? It's a mystery to me. I'm going to try, and I'm going to try it every stream. One day it'll just be easy. One day, look at that. Here comes someone here now. Look. Oh, that's the that is traffic, real world traffic. Okay, that's what that is. That's why it looks so odd. So that's an actual flight. Okay, that's an actual flight. All the tags you saw earlier, of course, are. Let me just slow down the camera here. All the tags you saw are live players, like you and me. So look at this. They've got a highway going into the place. Look at the state of the place. It's bizarre. Let's just zoom out a good bit and see. Look at all the towers everywhere. Yes. I know it's a bit not the best weather, but that's the fun part. That's the fun part. That happened to me last night. You know, there was no forward visibility at all. So yes, let's have a look at the chat there. I'm just keeping an eye on the chat for you. I like just keep an eye on the chat. So lots of towers hanging around, as there would be, you know. There would be, but let's look at this over here. More ramps, more terminals, more gates, more stuff. You know. There's someone else there getting ready to go. Very nice. It's quite. There's Terminal 1. Look at that. Okay, the cars, they're flying cars. This is sometime in the future. Yeah. They're flying cars. Elon Musk. Tesla. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, it's just huge. It's like, wow, France. It's a big country, you know. I'm hoping this is smooth for you. It's kind of smooth, but look, this is going to kill your frames a little bit. Just a wee bit. So let's reset the cam and let's start rocking and rolling, shall we, folks? Folks and folkettes. Now, I usually have a big long intro. Big long intro. I will do that on Sunday to give everybody a bit of time. I might change the intro because YouTube keep giving me copyright claims, even though I pay for the music. Yeah. So there, I'm using the Gripper Sim livery. Good evening, Anchors. Anchors is with us on Twitch. Good evening to you. I'm just giving everyone a bit of time to you know, because I would expect you going. I would have watched you if I knew you were on, but don't worry, it's recorded on YouTube. So this will be on YouTube indefinitely. This is the fantastic livery that I was given to, and I have to give them the mug. I have their address on the board, and I have to send them a mug. I said I'd send them a mug, and it's going to happen. I might have to throw something extra in there as well for me taking forever to send the mug to the person who made this livery. It's been a while now. It's been months. So thank you very much for the livery. I keep saying that, and I never send the mug. I will. Plus change. Look at the details. So we have YouTube is live, I hope. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's Friday. Everyone's driving home or in the pub straight away, I would imagine, if you can get to a pub. All right, so let's hop in the cockpit and let's start the takeoff checks. Now, park and brake. Park and brake should be set, and that's down here. Park and brake is here. There it is. I have a little controller beside me here. Great. Wipers are off. Spoilers retracted. Yes, they are. Engine masters are off. Yes, they are. That's these two here. Thrust levers are idle. Yes, they are. Let me just check my controls are working. I know they are. Good. There's the flaps working, and then the spoilers are working, and all that kind of stuff's fine. Flaps, yeah, I said that anti-skid is on. I want to make sure our anti-skid is on. There it is. That's the anti-skid there, so that's on. Landing gears, check down. Yes, it is. Check down, and it's on my controller. Yes, it is. And fuel quantity check. Now, I'll add a bit of fuel because I know on Sundays I take the fuel off. What am I doing there? That's nonsense. But I don't want to run out of fuel and have to deal with other things here. But I'm kind of learning. I'll put a little bit on there. That'll do. That'll do. If it, okay. I don't know. I haven't checked the fuel. I haven't checked any fuel mass balance yet. But that'll be enough. Look, if you run out of fuel, it'll be entertaining for you because I'm going to have to make you glide into an airport. Battery master 1 and 2. We need power. First thing you do is power. Good. External power on. Let's call the truck. Let's get the truck and all the passengers on and all that kind of nonsense. Next week I'm going to do more streaming during the week. Okay. And I'm going to add some sounds of my own. It'll be entertaining. I hope I get to it. I hope I get to it. Okay, let's get the passenger there. Let's get the fuel. Oh, okay, well, we don't need the fuel truck. We got fuel. Baggage, external power is now on. Get catering and open the doors. With the door open when the passengers arrive automatically. There's all the stuff happening. All the things, the stuff happening. Look, the sun's just come out for a bit. Very nice. Why isn't the passenger? Why isn't the gate reaching us? Okay. There's all the stuff happening. You know about that. We've got the power now is connected, so we can turn on the external power. It's like an external APU, auxiliary power unit. Let's just make sure I have there on the checklist. Great. External power, which is here. X power. Boom. Strobe lights to auto. Oh yes, I should have done that first really. I like to do that early as possible, but I sped it up. It usually takes maybe a half an hour for the navigation. Good. APU engine fire test. Okay, that's up here. That's these ones here. Yeah. Just press the buttons to make sure the lights. I thought you'd get an oral warning. You know, I don't want to press that now. There we go. I don't want to press that because I'm going to put out the. I'm going to extinguish the fires that don't exist in the engines. Instruments and display lightage. Basically, we need some lightage. Let's get some lightage. Where it's not at night time, but look, who knows what the weather will bring when we arrive in Gatwick. We'll have a look at the weather in Gatwick when we're in the cruise, and all that kind of stuff will happen. Get some lightage on here. Up. Lightage on here. Just for viewing purposes, really. Oh, that shouldn't be there like that. Okay. Boom. We also have some lights over here. Come on. Oh, don't do that to me. Thank you. We want the primary flight display there. Thank you. We also want the lights here for these two. Ecam here and the lower display. Two doors are open. Let's not take off with the doors open like happened during the week. Yes, it actually happened. I took off the dog, the producer should I say, tried to stop me and I didn't understand. Seatbelt sign on. No smoking. Yeah, well. There we go. Emergency exit lights arm. That's up here, and you can test the lights here. See, they all light up, so you can see if there's any bulbs missing, or so you want all the indications. Annunciator lights test. Okay, let's test our flight management computer. Now, first of all, in page 1, I'm just going to follow the checklist because it works for me. Flight number, we call it Golf Romeo India Papa 1. Golf Romeo Indy Papa. Great. Cost index, although it doesn't seem to be, no, not 500. Doesn't seem to be set in the aircraft. I'm going to go to 32,000. We can play with that later on. That's going to be our cruise. Happy days. Let's go to flight plan. Make sure we've got no unusual. Oh, there's someone spawning on top of me there. That's what that flashing is. Someone spawned on me. So that looks fine. There's no discontinuities. RadNav. Okay, after takeoff, I'll make sure that I have the right frequencies for the ILS approach into Gatwick and the course and all that kind of stuff. Init page 2. Page 2, please. This is nicely taken in. Okay, great. Fuel, good. Block confirm. Yeah, fine. Good. And performance. Performance, please. Now I have to work this out. But let's say 145. No. Depends, you know, the distance of the runway, all sorts of things. VR would say 149, and V2 would say 155. I'm just guessing. Okay. Next phase. That's fine. Climb, cruise, destination. We can do that. We're going to do that before we get to our destination. This is all the information about the airfield, and then the go around. Predicted wind shear. Oh, that's the fuel truck arriving. That's what that popped up. We got fuel. Thank you. Predicted wind shear here is to auto. We want to make sure we've got the weather radar, which is on. That's great. Cockpit door lock. Have a listen to this. It's hilarious. Oh, it usually goes clunk. That's unusual. Anyway, barometric. Okay, so the Q and H, the pressure of the day. I'm going to hit B here, which is very handy, and I'm going to check that with Charles de Gaulle on my phone. This is the real weather for real pilots on the phone. I'm checking. Let's have a look at Charles de Gaulle here. Lima Foxtrot Papa Golf. QNH is 1006. Happy days. VOR, ADF fine. ADF altitude. Yes. So let's have a look at Navigraph. Just get some things right at least. Okay, let's get some things right. Lima Foxtrot Papa Golf. Boom. Charles de Gaulle, yep, that's it. We want departure, just any old departure will do. Well, no, it won't actually. Let's have a look at I just want to find the transition altitude. It's usually on the ATIS anyway. 5,000 feet or by ATC, that's fine. 5,000 feet. So we're going to go to 5,000 feet initially. There we go. That's set. Speed is required. We've done that heading. Yeah, dashed. Now what I'm going to do is going to make sure the autopilot, all I have to do is press the AP button. Now the heading isn't available yet. That's taken a while, hasn't it? That means that we haven't aligned yet. Okay, we'll give it another few minutes. Let's come up here at the first officer's all right. Now, do I have to reset them all over again? You know. Flight directors are both on. Yes, they are. Flight directors are both on. Okay. Let's put on the APU. APU master on. APU just here. Boom. At start. Boom. And we get some indications here. There's the APU. We'll say flaps open now in a second. We'll pop outside and have a look and a listen to the APU starting. There we go. Flaps open. It's going to kick off now in a second. Let's spin ourselves down to the back of the aircraft. Who's this? Nobody. Okay. You can hear it spinning up there, I hope. Oh, that was close. There's the APU spinning up. Happy days. Oh, I don't like doing that. I hate when it goes inside like that. Okay, great. Let's get that's done. Let's get the APU bleed on as well. Crew oxygen supplies up here. We'll be needing that. Is that all? There must be more to it than that. Boom. There you go. Few pumps. Let's switch those on. Boo. Air conditioning on. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to worry about that. Navigation lights. We want those on as well. Nav lights. After I've done all this there, I'm going to go to the chat. Apu Bleed. There it is. That puts ram air to the engines there, so we can start the engines. External power off. We don't need the external power, so we can tell him to go away. You can go. To hell with you, passengers. You're all aboard, let's say. And let's just check all the doors are closed now. All the doors are closed, you'll be pleased to know. Thank God for that. The producer is very quiet behind me, so nothing bad has happened yet that I don't realise later on. Yes, there's no latent errors sitting there for me. Let's put the beacon light on. Excellent. We got our IDRS aligned. That's all done. I'm pleased about that. And the beacon light. The red light underneath the aircraft. There it is. I'm blind. Oh. Big bing bing. Big bing bing. That is a big bing bing. Ground to Arnett has rated us with a party of 4. Greetings, everybody. Greetings and welcome to my first ever Friday stream. This usually I have a video out on Fridays, but you know, I decided just to do a bit more streaming while there's no real news out, you know. So let's while we're here, I'll keep my before we start the engines. I'm just going to go back and have a look at the chat first. I'm going to have a look at the Twitter chat. Anything new here? We got Anchorus with us. That was Harvest Mist who followed. Harvest Mist, welcome. And Ground to Armort. Ground to Armort, welcome to both of you with 4 followers. Ground to Air Nerd has followed as well. Ground to Air Nerd, welcome. Welcome to the crazy madness of watching someone trying to learn how to fly the Airbus and squirm when they get things wrong. Well, as in me. Yes, that does happen. But look, I'm planning for this to go very well. Ruffled, greetings. Thank you for following, guys. I appreciate it. I better get to know this a bit better now before the PMDG 737 comes out, because I'm gonna have to start all over again. And you can have fun watching me squirm when I make errors. So the beacon light I was saying was on, wasn't it? I was going to read the chat there. Anchorus, greetings. Keith O'Farrell, greetings. Cubics, what's the flight plan? The flight plan is, I didn't download it this week because Karen Klink usually does the flight plan, but I'm going from Charles de Gaulle, Lima, Foxtrot, Papa Golf to Golf, Echo Golf, Kilo Kilo. That's where we're going. Ground to Air Nerd rating. Okay, we said that. Thank you very much for rating us there, guys. I hope you're all going to have a great weekend. I have no doubt you will. Johnny F73, often the saviour of the channel, is with us. Yes, Johnny F73, along with others, will help me out of a hole I've dug for myself, and then we all get in the ground alive. That's, yeah. Where else are we now? Have I missed one or two? Ground to Earth says hello from us. Well, hello to you as well. First time chat. Fluffed Yes, thank you guys. I've just read that already. Johnny F is with us, Ground Air Nerds with us, and Johnny F is saying out again tonight. But this is for an audience with Sir Ralph Fiennes. Should be good. Oh, very good. Johnny F says he's looking forward to the PMD 737. Have a flight simulator. Oh, they have a flight he has a flight simulator experience booked, but wanted to learn the PMGG first, so I know what I'm doing. Yeah, just, you know what, Johnny F, you've got to be stern, right? When you go to these guys, you go, I don't want you to give me any instruction. I want to just sit there and shut up, because they'll bother you, because you do know what you're doing. They'll bother you and treat you like you don't know. So you've got to tell them, you just sit there and watch me, mate. That's it. Don't let them, because it's expensive to get to the real simulators. YouTube comments. We have YouTube. We've got Gabriel Dillon. Gabriel, great. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Ryan Hawk. I just called you Ryan Hawk. Vatsum? No, not yet. No Vatsum yet. Mike is saying hello to Dylan. Icarus is with us. Is that the weather? Yes, it's live weather, Icarus. It's live weather. Also, we have Sithra. Sithra. I'll just say Sithra. Is that okay? I hope I haven't insulted you by getting it wrong. I hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, you spotted Nav1 is at ATT. Thank you, Sithra. Please let me know in the comments if I'm not getting your name right. Jones Aviation, it's Gatwick. Yeah, it is. Mike McDonough. Can you zoom in to see your inputs? Yes, I'll do that. Front door still open. Okay, let me check that. And Sergo saying, how can I join this flight? Okay, Sergo. If you go onto the North European server, right? So when you go onto your main Microsoft Flight Simulator screen, have a look in the upper right with your little icon, your log on, and make sure you're going into the North European server. Go to Charles de Gaulle Airport. In the map, zoom in, and you'll see Gripper Sim there. And you can just spawn on me. Scoop Sim Racing says, I'm new on the dude in the chopper. Oh, great. Okay. Now, the door. Is the door open? No, we're all closed. We're all closed. We're all closed. Okay, so we're going to start the engine. Right, let's start the pushback first. The pushback's a little bit awkward in the sim. So let's get the pushback. Cold talk. Give him a minute to get set up. Let's start the left engine one first, will we? So put the master engine mode selector, very important to start. And number one, you see the change in the air conditioning there? That's the ram air going into that engine. That engine is now starting. Let's see it spin, shall we? There it is. Very nice. Very good. Good, good. Let's start the pushback. Let's push me backwards. Now this is the bit where I get a bit nervous because I don't know how to taxi around Charles de Gaulle. I can tell you that. Engine 2. Good, good, good. Lovely view out the window. Look at that. Little bits of rain on the windshield. I'm going to hear the angry dogs now in a second. I'm going to turn to the left. I'm guessing. How? The mother of God. I'm going to zoom out again and I'm going to show you all the taxi. You'll see. You'll see when I ask for permission for taxi. You will see. Where is the yellow brick road? There it is. Brian Barney's with us. Hello, everyone. Brian says, I've really enjoyed the streams this week, Ripper. Oh, great, Brian. I'm delighted. You know, I would like to make it more of a regular thing. So I'm going to continue on next week as well. Do you know? I'm going to continue on next week as well. We can all learn together. Okay, that'll do. We'll stop the tug. Tell him to go away, and I'll put the parking brake on. Parking brake is on. Hopefully I get out of here. There's the parking brake on. Let's have a look-see, shall we? It's cleared up a little bit. It's cleared up. I hope I'm facing the right way. I don't know. Do you know? I don't know. We've got a 50-50 chance of spawning the right way. Very, very, very large airport. A little bit jittery, but it won't last long. That's because there's so much graphics here. There's so many people flying. It's a busy airport, but it's absolutely ginormous in Paris to Gaulle. It really is. Let's get back to our aircraft. These are space to turn around if I'm going facing the wrong direction. Are you in CDG? Avi Turnoff asks, what's CDG? CDG? I don't know what that acronym is for. Right, okay, the engines are started. Great. Let us put the selector onto normal. Apu Bleed, we don't need APU anymore, so let's put the Apu Bleed off now. Apu Bleed is here, and let's get the APU off. Let's make sure our autopilot is set up. I've set up my 5,000 feet initially. Autopilot is great. It's all fine. And we've got a constant green line. That's fine. Transponder, I'm not going to set that yet. Probe heat auto. Probe heat and window heat, which is up in the icing section here. That warms the windscreen for any de-icing. And the probe being the pitot heat that measures the airspeed. Spoilers, let's arm the spoilers. That's going to be for the rejected takeoff. Now, as I know, I keep saying this. Normally they'd be taxiing doing this. Do you know what I mean? Flaps to takeoff. Oh, I better make sure I do that with the controller. Otherwise I'll have trouble. Anti-ice of guard, we won't worry about that. Auto brake set. That's again for the rejected takeoff. We'll put it on max. Gone. Oh, there it is. That's it. Oh, sorry, I didn't zoom in there. Is that on? You can't see the light actually. No, I'm not at Gatwick. I'm actually at Charles de Gaulle, Lima. I'll just type it in here. I'm going from Lima, Foxtrot, Papa, Golf to Echo, Golf, Kilo, Kilo. There, that's in the chat there. Just make sure you're on the North European server. There we are. I put it on YouTube as well. Great. Now, on Discord, let me see if I get Discord up for you here. I'll just open up Discord here in one of the windows. There's usually people chatting in Discord as we're flying. So I'm going to get you an invite, folks, for the Discord if you want. I usually do it at least once during the stream, so okay, there's an invite there. That'll last for 7 days. That's good enough. So copy. This link here is perfectly safe. It's for Discord. If you want to chat with us and follow along during the flight. Okay. What else have we got to do? Okay. Autopilot sets bonus flaps, anti-ice brakes, nose light. Okay, here we go. Auto brake set. Nose light. They love their lights, don't they? To taxi. Runway turn off lights. On. Parking brake set, which it is. Or parking brake off, weather radar on. Let's put the weather radar on. Make sure it's on at least. Predicted wind shear, weather radar is on. Great. Okay, that's fine. Let's make sure here. That is all. Happy days. On the first officer side, I'm going to put the terrain radar. We may need that. Chrono, let's start the chrono. That's the clock. There's the time there. The chrono. Takeoff config to press. That's up here. That's down here. So see here the takeoff config. We get indications up here. Say auto brake is on, signs are on, cabin check, fine, spoilers are armed, flight flaps to takeoff configuration is normal. So there's no red lights there. Takeoff MOTech green, which I've just done. Okay, now we can taxi. This is the bit. This is the bit. When you see this now, I just know it's coming. Right? Now, I hope you forgive me for doing this. I'm going to just hop out for a second. I'm going to go into assistance options because you'll figure out now why I need this. But if you get instructions, you don't know where you're going. You put the taxi ribbon on. I call it the baby wheels. Taxi baby wheels. Right. It's going to give me little blue indications of where to go. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the tower, and I'm going to ask for taxi. Let's go to clearance. Now normally you'd ask for engine startup and all that kind of stuff. Here's I4 clearance. Okay, Charles de Gaulle, grip sim clear to Gatwick Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 09 right. 09 right. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. Departure frequency 123 squawk 5173. And I will repeat all of that back to them. Great. Okay, so we want 5173, which is set here. The T and the transponder. That's fine. We've got the frequency. It's done that automatically. Climb and maintain 9,000 feet. So we're going to go through the transition up to 9,000 feet. Let's make sure I have that. Now I'm going to taxi to ground on 12161. 12161. Where's 12161? 12161 is there. Great. Come on. Just click. Okay. Request taxi IF4. Here we go. I have to acknowledge that or it'll cancel my clearance. Taxi hold short of runway 09 right. So, using taxiway T. Oh, my pen, of course, is broken now. This is what happens. TB2 to Echo to F November 2 to Foxtrot to Foxtrot November 1. Oh my God. To Alpha, then to Mike, then to MD1, then to D, then to D4, then to Delta again, and then Delta 2. Oh, and then cross runway 09 right D1. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, let's have a look at. Let's make header tiles of that. Let's go to taxi here in Charles de Gaulle. There should be airport taxi run taxi. No, oh good God. Yeah. This chart is not supporting moving maps, so I don't even know where I am. See how complicated that is. So usually it tells you where you are, but unfortunately that chart does not support moving maps, which I was expecting it to tell me where I am. But let's have a look and see if it can tell us. Let's just hop out here for a minute. We are at gate. Please give me a gate number. Just give me a gate number. Somewhere? No? No gate numbers? Okay, so this isn't the best then. This scenery isn't really the best, is it? That's Alpha there. A. They're all Alpha, are they? They're all Alpha. They're all Alpha. So this is a tough one. How do you find your way around. So they haven't marked all the gates necessarily everywhere. Sorry, everybody's waiting for me there. Look, we have a lot of people waiting for us there. Your tags aren't coming up though. I'll get you soon. So yeah. Let's just taxi, shall we? And we'll try and make it as we go. Okay, brakes are off. Brakes are off. There's the brakes there, as you can see. That's all good. Let's start taxiing forward. And let's see where the blue line takes us. Oh, gosh. Good. Let's get a move on. It's going to be a long taxi. Now, let's see if I can... Oh, here's some signs over here. TB2. I see TB2. Brilliant. There's TB2 up here. See the black? See it's in black there? And then it has Echo is... That's the Echo taxiway going across here. And then I want to go to FN2. So that's an indication of where to go. Brilliant. So I'm going to do that the best I can the way through, make sense of it. But you need to know where you are first, don't you? It'd be nice to have a little chart here, you know, with the... I'm sure I can get that. How do they do this in the real world? Do they have moving maps? I don't know. You're saying the headline is misleading? Let's see the headline. I don't want it to be misleading. Oh, have I messed up the headline? Can I just hold there for a second? Just assume I'm being asked to hold there for a second. I think you're referring to the name of the YouTube. Airbus Madness Gatwick. Oh, yes. My apologies. Yes, it is. I'm actually my fault there. The heading of on YouTube, it's saying Gatwick to Charles de Gaulle. My apologies. Sorry about that. I can't fix that now. I'll have to do it after the stream. Bugger. I'm sure that's a mistake on my part. We've got the fire trucks with us just in case something bad happens. Yes, so I got the title wrong. I got it backwards. Sorry, folks. Those buildings just popped in. I don't like it when that happens. It shouldn't have to do that. So now, let's just continue what I'm doing. But how do I know to turn right or left? I don't know. I didn't look to my right, so now I can't see it. I've gone past it. Okay, we've got a bit of taxi. I'm going to speed up a little bit. Otherwise, we'll be on the ground all day. My apologies for that, by the way. Okay, we got a bit to go. No more lights to put on. Okay, I'm just reading your rain breaker there. I'm just reading your thing there. Your link to onboard navigation system. Ah, I see. Okay, so there is an onboard navigation system. Okay, great. Thank you. Excellent. Let's have a read here. Let's have a read here. Next, we want to go to FN2. Dead ahead. Yeah, but I've turned right here onto Foxtrot. So where's Foxtrot then? FN2 to Foxtrot, isn't it? It says dead ahead. You see, maybe the markings aren't accurate. Do you know? That's another thing why I'm using the ribbons. So let's just keep going. I'll do it as I go. So, yeah. Good. I'd swear in some flights you'd spend more time taxiing on the ground that you would getting to the runway. Let's not take off on the taxiway, shall we? There we go. Now we're getting a bit of momentum. Let's just get ahead of time here. Next here is Foxtrot. Yes. And then Foxtrot, I want to get FN1. FN1 is to the left. That makes sense. Okay, we're good. We're good. And then after that, we want Alpha and then Mike. After this time, we want Alpha and then Mike. There's another person spawning on us. You're very welcome. There we go. Got a long way to go. I know I'm taxing a bit fast, but what are you going to do? I'm going to just go ahead of you there if you don't mind. I love the graphics. It's very alive, isn't it? Just the whole thing of all the graphics. You know, it's just a live airport. Oh, where's my training wheels gone? My training wheels have gone, folks. Brilliant. Oh, big bump coming up. Maybe this isn't the best airport to have. Big bump. Yeah, like, really? Oh, we're crossing. I've no signs. Oh, here we go. Alpha. Okay, Alpha. We want to go to Alpha and then Mike. Alpha dead ahead. We're on Alpha 3. But I want Alpha. Alpha's dead ahead. Okay. Alpha's dead ahead. Ramp it like you stole it. Yeah, we're going to ramp it. We're going to taxi it like we stole it. We're going to fly. There's an A330. Or an A380 there, look. Very nice. So hopefully I won't get lost. And I could actually mislead you more. And maybe it should have been called Taxi Sim. Do you know? Taxi Sim. I see no more signs. We're just following it around here. Look, there's more stuff to look at. You know, all the trucks, the car parks. Welcome to Taxi Simulator, ladies and gentlemen. Are we ever going to get off the ground? I don't know. Oh, that's Lonely Reaper ahead of me, right? I bet you Lonely Reaper will know where he's going. So let's have a look at the next one. Oh, there's Bravo. Great. I like it. Hang on. I want to go to Bravo. Hang on. Bravo. Mike. Let's follow Lonely Reaper. Let's follow Lonely Reaper. It's got to be up this way somewhere. Oh, I would not like to be someone... You see, I shouldn't be shooting myself because, you know, if a pilot's flying out of charge to Gaulle, there's an awful lot of training. Oh, there's MD1. Yes, thank you. There's MD1. Brilliant. MD1, and then we expect... some pen gone. Great. Bravo 6. Okay, good. Oh! MD1, we're on it. MD1. And I'm looking for Delta now. Okay, we're on MD2. I'm looking for Delta now. Complicated! This is like driving around Ireland in the 80s without GPS. That have signs. Delta, great. Then we want Delta 4. We'd have signs. You get to a crossroads. It still happens today. You get to a crossroads. And it says right. Or it just has no signs, basically. After following the signs. D4. Yep, great, thank you. You follow the signs, you get to a crossroad and then there's nothing. And you're like, what? What? And, you know? D4K, that's good. And then Delta. So we've been sitting here for a while. We've been taxiing now for about 10 minutes. Do you know? 10 minutes in France, folks. If you're watching this recorded, you know you can skip forward. So we're on Delta. Delta again, now we want Delta 2. That's only a Reaper ahead of us. Let's get some eye candy here. There's a few of us there. There's Anchorus. There's Angry Yarn behind. There's myself. And there is is a Lonely Reaper. Lonely Reaper. So we're all taxiing out together, folks. We're all taxiing out together. Very good. Oh. Controls are a pain in the neck when you go at the outside view. Now we're at D2. We're holding. Just make sure there's no other aircraft coming in. And we can cross then. Let's assume we got permission to cross. Add some power. We're at D2 now. And then cross 09 right. So there's 09 there. We actually cross over, do we? Let's have a look outside here very quickly, just confirm. Well, I'm taking off in 09 right, so let's hold here before we go across the line. Let's just very quickly put the parking brake on. And let's do our pre-takeoff checks. Or takeoff, nose light to take off. Let's just do it right. Nose light to take off. Landing lights, of course, are going to come on. TCAS. Now the transponder comes on. And that is on. Transponder on, TCAS on, and make sure autopilot's all good to go. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to take off, rotate. I'm going to fly it manually at 5,000 feet. I'm going to change to the standard Q and H, which is 1013. And then we're above 5,000, level off at 9,000 feet, and then we'll take it from there. So excellent. Okay, and we got everything for aborted takeoff, and all that kind of brief is done. Great. Okay, brakes are on, the brakes are off. Let's go. So yeah, as you can see, that's what's happening, you know, roughly, when you're taxiing around these large airports, especially like Charles de Gaulle. Okay, Lonely Reaper, you can go ahead there now. Or Lonely Reaper, you can go ahead. I'm just using all the runway, folks. I've got my flaps set, all good. Oh, easy on the rudder, Scripper Sim. We'll do a rolling start. There we go, nice runway in front of us, adding 40%. Oh, Smurf, I'll read that. Good, full power all the way to Takeoff. Takeoff, full power. I want to get that bump. There we go. Now the center line is... Good. V1 coming up. 120 knots. Get on it. And rotate. Oh, a bit of a wind happening. Positive rate gear up. Let's go for 15 degrees. We've got our 15 degrees and we're flying. Good. Gears up. No lights. 1500 feet's coming up. We are going to take the flaps up. Certainly take the power back to climb. Flaps are coming up. And I just follow the flight director. Flight director are these two green lines here. It just tells you what to steer. You know, I'm going to get that little black dot in the center. Simple as that, folks. Simple as that. I forgot about the flight director. To use it, believe it or not. Yesterday, Smurf just said there, Smurf says, just a quick update from yesterday. It was definitely a Microsoft Flight Simulator issue with the Bravo throttle and yoke after the rainfall. Oh yeah, okay, so rainfall of okay, so that was actually, he's talking about his problem with his control coils. But yesterday, I had issues and problems with the approach, is that I was on the downwind, on the approach, and it just turned right. Zoom, it's a bug. So I went, oh bloody hell. So I had to fly it manually, and then at the very last minute I said, oh sure, look, I've got a flight director, I just follow that, that's easy. You know? I thought we'd be turning about now. Okay, let's put the autopilot on. Nice transition. Okay, let's switch to standard on the QNH. Standard is set. I'm going up to flight level 90. Let's quickly get our after takeoff checklist complete. Gears up, yes it is. Flaps are retracted, yeah, they certainly are. Let's make sure they're matched with what I have here in the controls. Yeah, flaps are up. Spoilers disarm. The spoilers are disarmed. Thrust is set to climb, yes. Autopilot is set. Nose light and runway lights off. Nose light and runway lights off. Off. Runway lights off. We pass 10,000 feet, then we will turn off the lights. Climb. Okay, we've done that. Change to QNH. Above 10,000 feet. We're waiting for that. Okay, folks. Quick look outside. Interesting weather. Now when I have the autopilot, I can pay more attention to the... Look at that. We're going into some bad weather, folks. There. Look at that. Look at that. Why don't you? I get my face off here just for a little bit, so you can enjoy the eye candy. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Brilliant. That's fabulous. There we go. Okay. Excellent. So we're leveling off. I can hear the tone of the engines changing there now. Let's hop into the cockpit very, very quickly. We'll hop outside again. There's the weather radar working very nicely. Okay, let's go to our cruising altitude of, what did I say, 32,000 feet, was it? We'll go up there anyway. So let me zoom in, sorry, someone asked me there. So there's our altitude, 32,000 feet. I'm going to hit the up arrow, right? Simulating that I'm pressing the button in, right? And that's pushing away from the aircraft, saying the flight system's autopilot will take over entirely. Right, so, and there's another way of doing it, you push down so you can control it yourself. So there's two modes to that. Where's my climb? Why isn't it initiated? So, up. What's going on here? I need to climb up. Oh, I don't have my constraints on, do I? Oh, I've lost my nav. Have I lost my nav? Okay. Have we hit a bug? Have we hit a bug? Interesting. What have I done wrong here now? I'm in heading mode, am I? Oh, I am! Oh! Thank you. Who is that? You're in heading mode. Where is it? That was Rolf Copter. Thank you, Rolf Copter. Wow, you see how easy that is? It's in bloody heading mode. Did I switch that on by mistake at some point? I'll have to rewatch it. I forgot to put the controls on there. So yeah, see how easy it is, folks? I was going, where the hell am I going? Where am I going? I thought. And I was going, just heading off towards the east. There we go. So that's why you're monitoring it, you know. Now, let's go direct to... I think this is going to cause a problem. See, I'm only just taking off now. We've got all sorts of issues. It's all my fault. AirTex. I'm going to go direct to AirTex. Now, great. What was happening there, folks, was all the other waypoints were all over here a little bit. And I was going to try and capture all those. So I got rid of all those and I said, just take me direct to AirTex. Right? Because it was going to start... What'll happen is it'll go all over the shop. So I went direct to AirTex there. That's what happened. So just to show you again, here's my... all my waypoints. So you just hit on the waypoint you want, as you saw when you hit direct. And that's it. So I got myself out of a hole there. Now let's start climbing. And now it will work. So push it up. There's the climb being indicated here. So we're climbing now at 5, 6, 7, 800 feet a minute, 1,000 feet a minute. That's how many we're climbing. We're climbing to flight level 320, 32,000 feet with the QNH on standard of 1013, which is standard. Great. I left the other one as the QNH there for the moment. What else have we got here? 44 nautical miles to our west waypoint, our next waypoint, and the next waypoint is Etrix. Ground speed's 295 and increasing. Great. And that's looking good, folks. That's looking good. I'm going to look at the comments now to see if anyone's telling me I've done something silly. See how easy it is to get confused. You're going, oh, what's going on? I must have hit that by mistake. I thought I checked it. I'll have to relook at the video. And you can guarantee I will. And I just go, how did I miss that? How? You know? How did I miss it? Climb. Okay, so seatbelt sign. Over 10,000 feet. Anti-ice is required. Okay, fine. And the seatbelt sign's off. And there is the climb, takeoff, checklist complete. You can all get off your seats and do what you do, isn't it? Now we're set. Now we're set. Let's have a look at some eye candy. Let's get my face off for the moment. There we go. Now I'm going to pay attention to the comments for a bit as we're in our climb. Let me just move this around here a little bit so we get a view here. Look at that. Wow! Every time it impresses me. Every time. So, let's have a look at the comments there. First time chat from General Error. Oh, I want to steal your username there, General Error. He says it's a former traveller through CDG. Anything less than 20 minutes taxiing is a luxury. Ah, okay. Nice one. Also, he says landing in CDG is 20 minutes. Hold 20 minutes taxi and 20 minutes endless travelators. Thank you, Rolfcopter, again for that. Rolfcopter is a 1-month subscriber. I hail you, Rolfcopter. Let's have a look at YouTube now. Smurf is on. Included Baggy is with us as well. Who else there? I'll scroll up a little bit on the YouTube comments. Yeah, we were talking about Smurf. There's Gabriel, Dylan. And Gabriel's saying you need to refuel after all that taxi work. Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? Smurf says, forgive my spelling my mistakes. I'm severely dyslexic. Look, do you know what you say, Smurf, right? Someone says you're a bad speller. You say, yeah, so what? You tell them, and you say, I'm not apologising for it. That's what I say. Don't worry about that at all, Smurf. No problem at all. Cherokee saying you must be a nav. Thank you, Cherokee, and you spotted that as always. Cherokee's another one that helps you a lot. It's great to have you, Cherokee. Okay, Smurf is indicated. So just a quick help to all of you heavies out there. There's a new update for the fly-by-wire A320 released today. Let us have a look, will we? We'll have a look at that. Thank you, Smurf. Thank you, Cherokee. Cherokee's just indicating to everyone. He says, managed climb mode does not engage unless you are also in nav mode, because for autopilot to be able to climb in managed mode, it needs to be navigating actual plan in the FMS. That's the WPTS in the MCDU. Okay. Dave Brown question. I never get the weather radar to work. How do you do it? Okay. Dave, let's go into the cockpit. The weather radar. Well, let's change here. Why isn't it showing us the weather there? Okay, a little bit of weather here. So, all you do, Dave, right, is here is the actual button. So, by default, it's in the center, right? Now you see it's off. Alright, there's a little bit of weather there. So, you want to... Now, there's two systems. There's backup number 2 and the main one number 1, I guess. So, I put it to 1 or 2. Just that little button. And there's your weather radar. Now, we're passing 2,300 feet, 23,000 feet. Okay, also... it's not implemented yet, but you can change the gain on it and the tilt of the radar, so you can look up and down with the radar to see what the weather is. It's below you or above you or what. So that's great. So I leave it there for a sec. Is that okay, Dave? Yeah? That's okay. You got it. Now, keep in mind, Dave, this is the fly-by-wire version of Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to look at that now in a second. Let's hop outside again and read the comments. Change the view a little bit. Let's see what weather's in front of us. John and McGogan, welcome. Shaboyle 64. It sounds like you're from down the country. I am down the country, actually. Yes, I am indeed. That clean country air. Gary Laws is saying I've left my lights on. I have, actually. Gary, thank you. Is that not my checklist? I knew there was something missing. Oh no, I switched them off. Oh yeah, okay. That was probably earlier on, wasn't it? I went past 10,000 feet and they were still on, Gary. Okay. What else do we have? Okay, thank you, Cherokee. That's great. Any questions? See, I would not have known that, Dave, right? I'm just replying to Dave Brown on YouTube, his comment. I did not know this. I went flying and I hadn't really got a clue, right? And this is what the stream's all about. And when I started off, I said, I'm going to stream without having a clue. And everyone on the chat, it should be the other way around, really. But I said, help me, what do I do? What's this for? What, you know, all I had was a checklist. Yeah, open climb, that's right. So I'll talk about this actually, right? So, we're climbing now in managed mode, I think, right? if I want to change the climb, I'm going to level off at... Where are we now? We're now 28, right? So I'm going to level off at 29. I'm going to say I want to level off at 29. So that's manage mode. So that's going to level off at 29,000 feet. Look here. See with the mouse? Right? So if I want to do that manually, okay, so the up arrow is indicating I'm pressing the button in. Now, Cheddar, let me know if I'm preaching heresy here, okay? So that's great. What if I want to do it myself? So if I want to climb up to... So if I do press down, okay? And I go up to 30,000 feet. See, it's indicated here. Right, so I can change my vertical speed by simply turning the knob. I want to climb at, oops, sorry, 500 feet a minute, 600 feet a minute, and boom, down. It should start climbing, see here? 600 feet a minute. So you can control it manually as well, you see? But if I press both of them up, it'll just manage my rate of climb or descent for me rather than me telling it. I hope that makes sense. So I'm now going to select 32,000 feet. I want the vertical speed to be managed, and I want the altitude to be managed. Now, see that comes on here? That's going to climb me at 32,000 feet in manage mode, meaning it will manage the rate of climb for me. I think that's in English, really. Great. And it's going to follow all through the waypoints. It's going to follow us all, bring us all the way to our destination. Here's the TCAS, which is another fly-by-wire thing. There's two aircraft. One is, I think it's a 900 feet below me, and this one is a plus, and it's 7,000 feet above me. And they're to my left. So if they're close enough, I'd see them. Oh, I put the cameras back on. Cameras coming back on. Now, unfortunately, I forgot to activate this on the takeoff. Don't worry, I'll have it on for descent. I'm concerned because the producer of the show is getting a little bit, how do I say? Oh no, the producer was getting a little bit concerned. The producer starts jumping around, folks, and it's always when something goes wrong. Now, I wonder, is it the tone of my voice that's detected, or just a magical producer? That's the turn I'm expecting to the right. So I like to keep an eye on the producer. So we're coming up to our cruise now. Coming up to the cruise. Let's do the cruise checks. Check ECAM, check the weather. Yeah. Select approach. QNH temperature. Okay, so this is all for our approach. So you're always monitoring, aren't you? Making sure it's doing what it's supposed to. So that's fine. One thing I want to have a look at here. It's saying enter destination data, okay? Oh, hang on, what's this? Because we can't be there now, surely. We can't be there already, folks. Jeez, we've got 100 miles to go. We're there already. Oh my god, I'm starting to descend, and I worry about that. Oh, wow. Wow. I thought we were much further away. This is what happens to me. Let's 100 miles to go. Let's get my calculator out. Oh god. Panic mode. Panic mode. Bugger. We're very close. I forgot we're so close to London. I didn't think how long the trip would be. Approach. We are coming into runway 26 left. 26 left. We want ILS Cat 3, please. We are expecting, let me write this down. We are expecting 108.35 for the, no, that's Charles de Gaulle. That would have been a very bad mistake. EG Kilo Kilo, boom. God. Approach. We want runway 26 left. 26 left. 109. 110.9. Approach course 258. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. Okay, fine. Let's get the weather here. Am I descending? I'm descending. I want to increase my rate of descent. I think we're 100 miles out. Just I better get moving. 110.9, 110.9, 258, 258. Okay, that's fine. What else do I need? I need to enter my destination data, which is in performance. Come on. I'm going to activate the approach mode. That'll slow us down at least. QNH. QNH 1001. 1001. Temperature is, I'm looking at my phone again. The real world weather, which matches up with Flight Sim, 12 degrees. The winds are 2106. Transition altitude 6,000 feet. I'm going to just set it for 200 feet on the radio. On the radio. Oops. To increase rate of descent, pull or open descent, or use the speed brake. Yes, thank you for the speed brake. I will use the speed brake. Use the speed brake. That dumps the lift from the wings. Brilliant. Because I'm so high. Oh, it stopped descending. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take the autopilot onto heading mode. And we're going to do a 360. Do a 360. See, it keeps happening to me because I'm busy chatting. Another problem I have, I don't know if it's a bug or not, but I can't see the waypoints here. They're all mishmatched on top of each other. So it starts at U and then N, so I can go direct UN here. No. UN. I just deleted it. There we go. To descend more. I'm increasing the rate of descent. 3,000 feet a minute. We have, don't panic, 65 miles to go. We're at 22,000 feet. We're going to get down. We've got the lift dumpers on. 200 knots. To the next waypoint, 25 miles. So, I think we'll be okay. I think we're okay, folks. Let's get it to 4,000 feet anyway. Happens every time. Because I'm over here looking at the chat. Let's get into some checklist here. I've got all my stuff in. Let's just follow the checklist. That's my safety net, really. Okay, we're all good. I hate when it does that. Every time you hop out, it has a little slider. So that's the coast of the UK. We're looking okay. I may have saved it. I may have saved the jet. Am I descending? Yes. Really? Oh, they're extended, all right. There's the speed brakes there, folks. Lift dumpers. Oh, do start descending, please. I have to do everything myself. That's why it goes so well when I do it on my own, because you're not chatting to everybody. Maybe I should do longer trips. I think we may make it. Smurf loves watching me panic. I know. I kind of I wanted to get this one right, though, in all honesty. I wasn't being flippant. I wanted to get this one right, without any hitches. But you know, you don't think how quick it is from Charles de Gaulle to London. I mean, how long's the clock been going for? The clock's only been going for 48 minutes, you know? And I thought it would be about an hour or something, an hour and a half. Because, you know, I didn't think to myself, how long is this trip going to take? What's the actual time? I didn't do that. So, yep. Let's burst everybody's eardrums. Right, so, I've activated the approach mode. And okay, one thing I did not do was check the profile at the height, 2,000 feet. Okay, great. So we want 2,000 feet for the ILS. So now I've got the constraints on, so I believe, I'm going to see here, if I put this down to 2, will it stop me with the constraints at 4,000 feet? Going very fast. I know I'm breaking the rules here. I'm over 250 knots below 10,000 feet. I know. I know. I know. There we go. We're doing well here. We're doing well, except for the rate of descent. So let's go back to managed mode and see what happens. No, it won't stop you at 4,000 unless you are in managed descent. Well, I thought I am in managed descent now. You know? Airspeed below flight level. I know, David. I'm going way too fast. I know. Yeah. I should have chosen a longer trip. Now the problem is slowing down in time. And it's going to go right down to 2,000 feet. So, okay, I see that. Why wouldn't it go into... Okay, so... Okay. Let's stick it at 4,000 feet as we should. I'm breaking all the rules. Still descending. I want to go back. Oh shit. Look. Get that. Get rid of that. No. No. Stop it. Holy hell. Wrong way. Panic stations, folks. We're alright. We just scared some of the farmers. So we're not going to get to 4,000 feet here. So let's just keep it at 2. I just want to get the approach. There we go. Keep it at 2. It's going to start slowing down and then we're under control again. This is the issue. It happens quickly. This is the bit I keep getting wrong actually. Now the descents are a problem. You gotta fix that. Okay? I gotta fix that. That has to be sorted out. Why are you descending? Oh yeah, okay, I'm descending to 2,000 feet. Panic! Panic mode. So when I get onto the ILS, I'm doing some crop dusting, yes. When I get to... Okay, let's put on the LS here so at least that's there. Okay, we're onto the glide slope. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. We're leveled off at 2,000 feet. It is a bit bumpy. Great, 2,000 feet, no less than 2,000 feet here. We're 2,000 feet. That's what we're going to intercept the ILS. And I think we're back in the game, folks. Where is my distance? There's my distance, 12.8 miles. Now I'm back in the game. Okay, that could be easily fixed. Just... Why is that a broken line now? Why do I have a broken line? See the line here is broken? Should it be? I don't think so. Okay, I expect it to turn left now. And if it doesn't turn left, I'm going manual. 11 miles to go. I'll get rid of the speed brakes. They're coming back up. I should have done that a while ago. Flaps 1. We're 10 miles out. Okay, we're a mile and a half too soon, but that's fine. Okay, please turn left. Runways over here, somewhere. We're turning left. Good. All I have to do now is hit the approach button. So the only mistake I've made today is, as usual, I was busy chit-chatting, doing this. Oh, what a lovely picture. Isn't that fantastic? Oh, let's talk, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're under control. Airspeed's good. Everything's good. Cheddar's saying no arm approach. Yeah, I usually hit that when I'm going to intercept the ILS. Does that make sense, Cheddar? Cheddar's asking in YouTube. First time chat from viewer, UA plays. Is there a freeware Airbus similar to Zebo? Oh yes, and General Air, thank you for answering that for U plays. Yes, this is the fly-by-wire, which is the equivalent for the Airbus on the Zebo mod on X-Plane. So at 2,000 feet, I am going to see this little diamond come in here. We're going to intercept the ILS soon. It's actually out here. Alright. There it comes. Getting ready to hit the approach button here. When this diamond here is below half scale, I'm going to hit the approach button. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, 8 miles out. Flaps 2. When I see the diamond coming down, I'm going to lower the gear. There's the runway, visual. This is the bit that was bothering me, this actual part the last week. I wasn't getting it right. Purely because of what I just did there, was forget to descend. Okay, here comes the diamond, let's put the gear down. Stage 3 of flaps. Or some balloons, apply forward pressure, and when we're on it, I'm going to put down full flaps. So I'm feeling good now about the whole process, folks. I might go somewhere else. We might take an intermission and I might fly somewhere else, if you want to stick around. See, this is, I gotta be, you can hot approach button landing before that. Oh yeah, I'm sure I can, I believe so. Now, here we go, there's the approach button. Glide slope localizer are active. Let's put on the 2 autopilots. So we've got a Cat 3. Right, so the aircraft should flare. Isn't it? It is a Cat 3 airport. Cat 3, yeah. So I'm looking good. Full flaps. So we don't get that ground proximity warning. The gear is down, no lights. Flaps are set. What all I do is just sit here. Oh, one thing I want to have always is, I want to get into the habit of having 2 miles out, 3 miles out, of having the control. Obviously you can't see I'm not doing anything here. That's okay. It's gotten a bit loose now, so it's all good. As you can see, I'm not doing it because it's all autopilot. There's a little bit of a, oh okay, we're having problems with the darn internet now. Brilliant. Hopefully it's not getting jittery on you. There's a little bit of a delay though. So we've got the pappies. We're coming in, that's all fine. FPS is very low, yes. I'll keep an eye on that now. I just hope it doesn't ruin the landing. Never mind, looks good again. Okay, maybe it was just a temporary. Look at the train there, hang on. I thought there was no trains. What the deuce? Look, folks, there's a train. There's a train in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, don't get distracted with the train, Skipper Sim. This should flare itself. Volume going up in the headset. Continue. I can't help but put the control. Here we go. It was a bit off the centre line, but reverse thrust on. Bit of brakey. Okay, I'm not going to make that exit, so I'll go for the next one. Flaps up. Oh. Flaps up. So that worked. I'm glad that went well. That portion. Let's park up at the gate and let's have a look around this Gatwick airport. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Gatwick. And I should have done that at 60 knots. Let's halt here. We don't want to cross the runway without permission. And let's get our taxi instructions. Okay. Park and brake on. Let us get the map out for Gatwick. This is a mystery, you know. To me, it just bothers me how they find their way around. There's definitely a system to it. Oh great, it's showing us where we are now in the map. Well, that's easy enough. This saves me from printing out bits of paper. So let's play with this. So let's get our instructions to taxi. And find our way to the gate. Let's tune to ground. Let's look at the comments. Nato, that was smooth. Oh, thank you. Smurf is cheering and delighted. Thank you, Smurf. I got myself out of that hole, didn't I? You were enjoying watching me squirm, but you know I sorted it out. John Guggen says, well done. Thank you. Well done. Gary reminds me, must watch Airplane. Yes. Our motor brake. No, I didn't do that either, did I? I've got my feet. My feet will break the airplane. Request taxi to gates. Got my pen here. Another bit of paper. Acknowledge the clearance before they cancel it. And let's get there. I might take the wheels off. Taxi to gate 20 via taxiway F4 and cross runway 8 left for Q, then J. Taxi across runway 08. But hang on, we're about to cross runway 26 right, aren't we? Okay. Let's see what that brings us. The brakes are off. Adding a bit of power. Let's turn off some lights here. Oh, we're crossing 8. Yes, I see what's happening now. There was an add-on, I'm sure there still is, to make this all very subtle. You know, the baby whales. All very subtle. This is Gatwick on flightsim.to by, damn it, I can't remember now, but I downloaded it. It's free. And you may have noticed the train. I did not notice that before. And this is brilliant. Which is pretty good. Let's taxi a little bit faster, shall we? Where are they bringing us? Really? Backtrack the whole runway? Now I'm sure if I got the landing a little bit more, you know, I could have made it this taxiway here. I'm going to take the next one here. There's someone going around because we're on the runway. What the deuce? Are we going to go all the way backtrack the runway? Really? I think that might be a little bit of a bug. No? I think that might be a little bit of a bug. Okay, well, let's do what it tells us. Okay, I'm still getting frames issues. We might, that's a real pain in it. Maybe because it's Friday. Yeah, 2 minutes ago we decreased our frame rates a little bit with the internet. Maybe we'll call it a day after this. We've been up for 1 hour 45 minutes. I might come back on. Well, we'll call it a day at the gates, maybe, will we? Because this is going to cause lots of problems. I keep ringing my internet provider, you know. I'll have to check that out now this evening because I don't want that to happen on Sunday. Sunday's the big stream. Sunday is 2100 hours Irish time. That's the big stream. Okay. Good, good. Look at the detail, look. Do you know what? The frame rates are probably down because of Gatwick. Now, the frame rates on the simulator should die, not on the internet. You guys shouldn't notice anything. There's another glitch there. It's coming up saying we have issues there with performance. Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. It's a good airport to fly into, is it? Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. We might call it a day because this is going to continuously give us that we'll see. I might take an intermission, you know, and we'll try it, will we? We'll try it. Come on. Look at all the activity. Yeah, it's very choppy now, see that? So I think I'll be getting rid of Gatwick. See how choppy that is, folks? That's very, very, very choppy. So I'm afraid I may have to remove that. Most certainly from the stream. It's giving out like hell now. It's very, very choppy. We haven't decided on Sunday, actually. On Sunday, Gary, we're going to fly. What happens, right? If are you on our Discord? But on Sunday, I will Twitter it, I'll Instagram it, and I put it in Discord. And when you're on watching the stream, we also put it in there as well. So you'll get the flight plan, and you'll get plenty of time to activate it, because I'll be chatting in the ground and all that kind of stuff. So we don't know yet though, because Colonel Clink looks after all the flight plans. Do you know? Now this is what I'm looking for, the indication. See when to stop. See those red lines there? There's the marshaller. Let me just slow down a little bit. There's the marshaller. He wants me to turn left. See him? Go forward a bit more. There you go. Stop. Great. Parker brake on. Let's get the... Oh, great. Automatically the gates come. With the gates going in automatically. Oh, I didn't disarm the brake. I didn't disarm the brakes. Oh, I did. Why were they sitting up like that? The air brakes were extended and I took them up 100%. Let's get the baggage. External power. Catering for the next flight, let's say. There we go. Welcome to Heathrow. It's very choppy now. Look at that. That bothers me endlessly. So there you go, folks. I wonder, is it actually Heathrow itself? It can't be Heathrow affecting it. Maybe it's just so much data going across the web to fill it all up, you know. So there we are. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the main menu there. Let's go to the main menu and see if that stops the internet going crazy. Let's have a look at the comments while that's happening. Oh, Anchor says there was an update today with Gatwick and flightsim.to. Okay, I downloaded it last night. Now, let me just check here those things. Maybe it was just Gatwick. That's a minute ago. Maybe it was just Gatwick, folks. Yeah, maybe it's just Gatwick. What time is it now? It's now... We might do a short flight. Do, Gary, join Discord. Let me give you another link here. Okay, join Discord because everyone's chatting and helping each other out. I don't get on it enough, I feel. You know, I'd like to be on Discord a lot more, but because I'm doing this, you know, I just don't have the time because I got to prepare all the lights and all that kind of stuff. So here is an invite to Discord there, Gary, right? That link that I've just put on, that's on YouTube. And I put it back, I put it on Twitch as well. So, yeah, that's an invite there. So I'll always put a note in Discord. I've got a little section for stream announcements on Discord. Look up Gripper Sim on Instagram and Twitter. I only use those just to let you know when I'm streaming on Sundays. The reason I don't tell you when I'm streaming during the week is because I'm trying to figure out some sort of a schedule. So I'm just playing around with it at the minute, just doing it as often as I can. And it seems to be handier in the evenings, 5:30, 6 o'clock, you know, in the evening UK Irish time when everyone's at home. So I think... yeah, it's still giving me indications there even now. So what we'll do is I might call it a day there, folks. I might call it a day there. But I think with that flight there, I stuffed up again because, look, it's easy fix. Just descend in time. Just keep an eye on things. Don't be looking outside the airplane and chatting and answering too many questions. Maybe take a longer flight than maybe 50 minutes an hour. And that'll sort that out. And then the approach, I was happy. Once I got down, I was happy with that. And hopefully some of you learned a few things with it. I didn't have to do anything manually with my yoke of the yoke here, which was nice for a change. And there you go. So folks, I won't have a video out this Friday because this is it. Purely because I want to stream a bit more. And I guess then I will see you on Sunday with Colonel Clink, folks. Yeah, so I'll update Gatwick there then. And do you know what, folks? I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you're going out to the pub for a few pints. And I will see you all very, very soon, i.e. on Sunday. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.